No, you're insane.
Hello and welcome to the Madhouse, episode 64. I am Ultimate Spy 53, your host, and joining me this week I have...
I am Chakky. I am a weeb. And nothing else you need to know about my personality. I'm just a weeb.
Okay.
Alright? You are a Steve, okay.
Okay.
I am a
Cool, alright.
I am
What's going on, guys? We have a special guest today. My best friend, Mackenzie.
Hello.
Is gonna be on.
Little special voice.
And obviously I'm Kaylee. Back
Hello.
at it again with the podcast.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Please stop.
So there was actually some pretty interesting things coming out. Apparently there's if you don't remember, this is kind of like something that happened before with a podcast we did a long time ago about video game movies, but this is actually a movie that has yet to be released. We got one image of it. If you want to look on the internet for it, you can, but it's basically this still of, I think it's Alicia, or whatever her name is. It's a new Tomb Raider movie coming out. It's based off the new one, the new game from 2013. Yeah, it's a new one.
It's a reboot of a reboot.
Yeah, pretty much, because there was the old ones with Angelina Jolie, based off the classic series of games, and the new one I actually did play. People wanted like Daisy Ridley from Star Wars to actually be Laura, but no, they've chosen someone else. It's based off the new one, and we got one still from it. So, you guys have any thoughts about that, or?
I'm not really too versed on the whole Tomb Raider franchise, but I really liked the design that the game had.
Oh yeah. What?
It's a reference to a YouTuber.
Ah, okay. But yeah, I mean. Well, that is a good point. She has. If you remember, in the old games, if you actually don't play them, but if you remember, just looking at the old games, you get triangle boobs, and now you get like realistic art design. Hopefully that will be better in the movie. I mean, from the one still we have, it looks like she's just having her tank top. Yeah, it was a movie. It was there was a Tomb Raider, and there's I don't know, it was Lara Croft Tomb Raider, and there was Lara Croft Tomb Raider Cradle of Life, both by Angelina Jolie. I believe she used a British accent because she's American. I actually saw those. Haven't played the old games. I bought them, but I haven't played them. And she did a really good job on those movies. I know. Wait. Oh, that one. Yeah. But there's a new one coming out. It's a reboot. So yeah, it's a reboot of it's like a rebooted video game movie franchise of a game. I don't. It's confusing. It's like there are already two in the world. There are already two made, but it's like a reboot of those movies. But it's based off of the rebooted games. I know it's always weird. I know, but like, I'm very interested to know about it. Like, well, because I was hoping that Daisy Ridley, who plays Rey in Star Wars, would actually play Lara Croft, but I was wrong. It's apparently someone named
It's Alicia Keys, I think.
Alicia Keys. Yeah, it's a real last name. It's I don't know what her last name is, but I think she's like a Welsh actress who can do a British accent. But I'm interested. I think it looks really good because I'm like, it's one of those things where it's like, you don't know if the actors will look good as the character in the video game or the video game movie, and it's like, oh, it's gonna be terrible. But no, actually, I think it'll be a good movie. It's coming out next year. It looks really, based off of the one still we have, meaning a picture, it looks really cool.
I'm excited to see how it turns out.
Yeah, I know. Because I remember seeing the old movies, and they were actually really good, very action-oriented and based off the classics, and finally getting a rebooted version of that based off of a rebooted game. So honestly, I'm looking forward to it. It's really gonna be awesome. Are you guys interested in seeing this movie if it comes out? Do you want to see it? Like based off what we know, you want to see it?
Anything? I don't think. I mean, I didn't care, so.
What was that?
I don't really care, so.
You don't care? Oh, this is a big deal. It's Tomb Raider. You don't care. It doesn't matter if you've played the games or not. She's a badass. She's basically a badass in those games. But yeah, but basically she's a badass in those games, and she has like dual pistols, and it's really awesome. Okay, so I guess that's all we can say for that topic. There's not really anything besides what we know. They don't really give anything away.
I don't know too much about this whole thing.
We can't really talk about it too much, but we just can talk about it for like a little bit. So the next topic that I have on my list is, for those of you who like Pokemon, finally the Nintendo company finally gave us new games that are coming out in November called, basically, alternate versions of the ones that came out last year. It's called Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon.
What? I'm just running out of ideas.
I know. I mean,
Pretty much.
X, Y.
That title, I have seen more original titles with the freaking,
Yeah.
I've seen more original titles with cars.
Oh my god, really?
And their titles are so non-original, like it's Cars, Cartoon, like what the fuck?
Well, numbered, but
Greg the other day.
yeah. I mean, we are in the world of sequels, so they're not gonna stop happening. But basically, what I know, it's set in an alternate universe or something. I guess I don't really know much about it, but we get more Pokemon, and we get like different designs, and the legendaries are gonna have like a vivid form. I mean, one thing I'm tired of in Pokemon is forms. Why? We don't need forms.
I don't even know.
We don't need forms?
Forms.
Wait, form?
Forms?
Forms. F-O-R-M-S. Forms.
Forms? Excuse me, but I need forms.
No,
I need
forms.
Forms.
I'm on her side.
That's forms.
Basically, Pokemon that can change their form into different versions of themselves, which not really evolution, but I am tired of it. Like, why do they need forms? The idea of forms was like fusing Pokemon with other Pokemon.
You look like you're drowning.
But yeah,
Your
it's coming out the same month as last Pokemon game. I don't know much about it. I didn't know that it's supposed to be set in an alternate universe as the last ones. I did like those ones. I really enjoyed playing Pokemon Sun. Did any of you, besides Steven and besides Zoe, did any of you get your hands on the new new games from last year?
Dude, I don't even, the only Pokemon game I even own is freaking, Mystery Dungeon.
She's asking.
Yes, we are.
Where are you in Washington, actually?
Oh, I live in Monroe.
That was fucking far. Tom lives in fucking
Everett.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys live in the Southfield Mall. Yeah, we live in Midland. We're like, I don't live in Midland. Bruh.
Where do you live at?
Well, yeah, actually. but you know, they all live like fuck this whole way.
So have any of you guys gotten your chance to play the new game, the new Sun and Moon game? Because these are basically upgraded versions of those games. I don't think that Pokemon is gonna be any more original.
I know, right? Pokemon does not need more Pokemon, okay?
Well, they're a very successful franchise, but it's the problem with their naming their ideas. Like, you got Black 2, White 2, X, Y, Diamond, Pearl.
Right? The colors.
Right?
You got like Pokemon Sun and Moon. I'm like, really? Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon.
Pokemon Black and White, like they didn't even put the it was like they mismatched the fucking titles.
I know.
Seen better matching of the colors.
Or Pokemon Z. We never got Pokemon Z in that thing. I was disappointed for that.
Clownfish.
Yeah. I was like, I'm kind of thinking, I think there was originally going to be like a Pokemon Gray or something, or Pokemon Pink. I think that at the point of the colors, they just stopped trying anymore. It's like, we give you all the gems, we get all the numerics, here's the sun and the moon.
I know, right?
It's like,
What?
really?
Freaking Pokemon Venus and Jupiter.
What?
Oh my god.
That would be a fun idea. Like, I wonder if it would go from colors to gems to planets.
I know, right?
Pokemon Earth.
Ultra Moon.
That is the point where Nintendo, like the Pokemon people are like,
Coordination
yeah,
on a fucking clownfish.
yeah, I know.
Or a cuttlefish.
Make my son!
Or make new moves, but like not Splash, which is that's the thing I was been thinking about in my new top 10 eventually I'll make, where I'm like, why make Splash? It does literally nothing. It's a waste of space and of the Pokedex.
Except when he turns into Gyarados. Though.
Well, yeah, but like,
That is fucking
There's no point in having this move. Why do you need it? Magikarp, you splash. All it does is go. Ugh.
You know what? A fucking dust bunny is more original than Magikarp though.
I know, and he gets so more credit. Like I think there was even a Magikarp at Emerald City Comic Con when I went there. There was someone guy dressed as a Magikarp. It was like, really? A cosplay of a Magikarp, the weakest Pokemon in the entire franchise.
The costume was probably so horrible that it wasn't even effective.
Well, I've seen a cosplay that is terrible, like Iron Man. I think RoboCop cosplay was like a bunch of pots and pans with all like duct tape together. It's like, are you kidding me? First a cosplay Pokemon, and then a RoboCop from the new movie apparently from 2014, the RoboCop. Like, oh, I don't have any money. I'll just get my pots and pans and just get duct tape. But yeah, that's the point where it gets ridiculous. It's like I was on this. I think I was on a Facebook link where it was like all the worst cosplays ever. And they were so bad. So that's all I can really say about the new games. I don't really know much about them. I did enjoy the new ones because the music was awesome. You could actually it was more realistic. You could do a lot more in the games than you could before. It had an original storyline too. You didn't have any gyms anymore. You could actually do trials. It was really, honestly, the new ones were basically set in Hawaii. Well, I don't know where they're gonna be set now because they're also in the universe. It's weird, but it looks. Yeah.
Gonna be set in frickin' Hawaii 2.
What? Hawaii 2?
Yeah, it's. Might as well. Look, they're gonna be set in Ultra Hawaii.
That goes too far. I just feel like I mean, as much as their games are awesome, the enemy's awesome too. Well, not the new one. Games are awesome. I grew up on the game, but the fact that they don't have any new ideas, it's like. I mean, the Pokemon ideas are just like are so original. A sandcastle Pokemon. That was part.
Dude,
Yeah.
Pokemon that literally just keys.
I know, Cliff Key. Yeah, it was like, really?
Yeah, Cliff Key. It's just key, and there's another one that's just a pile of garbage.
Or a candlestick.
Yeah, a freaking candlestick, a chandelier.
There's one that is a fucking catapult.
A catapult. Yeah. Next, what's next? A computer Pokemon. A webcam Pokemon, a microphone Pokemon. They're just gonna go all over the place. I mean, they said that they're gonna be new Pokemon, so it makes you wonder, what are the new Pokemon? Are they gonna be like ones we've never seen before? I mean...
Okay, one of these Pokemon is literally just gonna be like a fucking lamp. One of them's gonna be like a dildo or some shit.
What? No, they can't be. It's a kid's game. You can't put sexual references in it. I know you want to, but it's a kid's game. You can't just put that stuff in there.
It's just gonna be like literally. Just look at any random shit around your room and go. That is what's gonna be the next Pokemon.
I know, but you said like a dildo, which is a sex object, and you can't do that because it's a kid's game. I'm just saying, that's like not what they do. They don't put sex into the game. Although I did like Sun and Moon storyline where the player or the girl that is in the game, the new girl, she likes the player. I mean, I'm not kidding. Like, she likes. I mean, it's obvious. If you play the game, it's obvious that by the narrative that she likes the player. I'm putting quotes because I don't know if it's true or not.
I hope that doesn't turn into one of those cheesy like.
Well, think of the Pokemon anime. You have like when you think of like the liking, it's shipping. It's Poke shipping. Or it's a Pokemon shipping thing. You think every time that Ash is gonna get a girl, and he's never gonna get a girl. So it's like.
Yeah, because he's freaking 10.
But in the games, the first time in the games in Pokemon Sun and Moon, because we're on this topic, it was the first time where the games like it was like a reference or like it was like a mention or like a hint. Sorry, hint. That's the word. Hint at what like maybe the player could be the girl, the female player could like the player. The female protagonist would like the player. I don't know. It was weird.
I think that was done before though in
really?
third gen games.
I don't remember,
I can't remember if it was the remakes of the Gen 1 games,
yeah.
or if it was like the other ones.
But honestly, it's really different. I mean, not only are the models different, we'll get like a better. I feel like we're gonna get a better environment. We're gonna get better than like things like Alolan forms. That was one thing I was not very happy about because you got like an Executor with like the neck that's like that long. I'm not kidding. That was one thing about the new Pokemon game from last year that I'm like, why? A long-necked Executor. Why? It's like...
I don't think anything will ever top when they added character customization in.
That was a good thing though. I like that, and I'm wondering if what they're gonna do with the new games, because they're called Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. It's like everything can be like you get an Ultra, you get an Ultra, everyone gets an Ultra. Pretty much. That's all I can really say about that. So also actually, I can say for that topic, you guys have any other thoughts on that topic?
Let's hope this game is not terrible and that Magikarp isn't so fucking...
Dude, what Pokemon game has ever been terrible? Like, they're not all as good
Not
as
all
each
of them.
other, but which one has ever been terrible?
I didn't like 5. 5, I had a top 10 video on this. Let me explain. I had a top 10 video on this, and one of my numbers was I don't know which number it was, but I talked about one of the worst mechanics of Generation 5 was going into any building and the camera goes. It's like they try to make it sick something. It was so. I mean, try going on like a walkthrough. You'll see how the camera zoomed into the door when you enter a door when you're into a building in the Pokemon Generation 5. It's like sickening. It's like 3D. It's like why?
Yes, but what Pokemon game has ever been so terrible you don't want to play it?
Well, maybe Generation 1. I didn't like the graphics.
No, Generation 1's really fucking fun, actually.
But the graphics.
So? It doesn't mean it's a bad game because...
I never said it was a bad game. I did enjoy. I didn't like. That was.
We can agree to disagree. I just don't want to see a fucking... Right? Well, you know what? I just want Magikarp to not be so fucking terrible until I turn to Gyarados. Because to be perfectly honest, what the hell is up with that?
I know.
That's the point. It's supposed to be a challenge. Like, how can you level this thing up when it's useless?
I know.
You can't fight.
Heck, James even in anime, kicked Magikarp into the water and evolved into Gyarados. That was true. So the last thing, but that's all I had really on the topic was because Avengers Infinity War is filming right now, and one thing that's really cool is that I found out, I posted it in the chat, there's Iron Man is getting a new armor, again, for like the 15th time, I don't know, 10th time.
Yeah.
He's getting new armor, and it's apparently based off, of course, the comics. I don't read the comics, but it looks awesome. I mean, look in the chat, there's an image, it looks really cool. I'm excited to see what this is all about, because I love Iron Man.
Suits of armor does he have now?
40, I think this will be his 48th mark.
His 48th suit of armor.
I know.
How do you find the time to build all of those?
I don't know. He's a genius, okay? He's a genius.
Well,
He's a billionaire philanthropist. He has all the time in the world. Yeah, he threw out his arc reactor, but he still made another one. He still made another one so he could be Iron Man, because, like, he's Iron Man.
We need Iron Man.
He's like the Batman of the Marvel Universe, basically. Pretty much. Like, he can't die, or like, he doesn't want to die, or I don't know. He's like genius with all his armor. The new one looks awesome. Did you see it? Have you seen it yet?
I sort of saw it.
You saw it yet, right? Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, because it looks really cool, and I'm really. It's a very unique design, because I remember seeing the comics, or not. I didn't read the comic, but I saw like snippets from the comics, and it looks more like the comics. It's kind of crazy how it's Mark 48. How many Iron Man armors does he need?
I know, right?
Like, seriously.
But, I mean, I guess it's good that there's upgrades going on.
He doesn't need all those armors, though. He does not. It's like, what is the point?
It's not a word.
I just don't understand this.
Armor is what you would say. Like, he doesn't need all that armor. Not all those armors. That's not how you English.
I know, but like, it's weird that he's doing this. It's like, he needs all these armors. He like upgrades it more often. Like, one thing I didn't like in the Avengers one was when Tony Stark, he decides to ditch his Mark 6, which is the one with the triangle shape on it, and he gets a new armor. It's like, you know how long that took him to make? he destroyed his house, or like part of his house, to make this emblem thingy. It's like, he basically makes new armor, he gets a new emblem thingy, and destroys half his house. Literally, that's the scene where this beam of light just like cuts through the walls. Like, great, you made a new armor, and you just like, I don't need this anymore. It's just throws her out. It's like, why? He like destroyed his house to make armor. Like, seriously, he did. That was what happened in Iron Man 2. I mean, I don't know if those of you watched it yet, but that was what happened. It was like, why? I don't understand.
I mean, you gotta have those upgrades. kids, though.
I understand he's a billionaire, but he doesn't need to destroy most of his walls to make a new element. Oh, sorry. This is playing in the background.
Okay. Am I just retarded, or does everybody sometimes accidentally fling their pen halfway across the room?
What are you talking about?
Me.
Sorry about that. That was playing in the background. I did not mean to do that.
I have my fucking
Trying to get this up. I was trying to
drawing, and
see something.
I fling my fucking stylus halfway across the goddamn
Oh
room.
my god, I do
Wow.
that too.
But basically, what do you?
I said how? How the fuck?
Wait, what? What's going on?
Talking about accidentally flinging your pen halfway across the room.
Your pant?
No! My pen! P-E-N,
Oh, yeah.
pen.
I think
So
that's
it looks really cool. It looks like futuristic and everything. What makes me kind of annoyed is that from the first Iron Man movie, he's in the full Iron Man suit, and now they're like, yeah, we'll just mocap it. You just put a bunch of mocap stuff on it, it'll be good. Like, that is an Iron Man. That's not. I mean, it looks good in the movie, but like behind the scenes, like, why does he need to wear a mocap suit? Like, come on, he's Iron Man. It doesn't make any sense. Do you guys understand that? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
What?
Maybe.
Because I was watching a video on like the early Iron Man stuff where they use a actual suit in the first movie to now where they like use like maybe like a piece of armor and that's it. And it's like because they had more technology now to make more armor. It's stupid, but based off of what you've seen.
Like the friggin' okay, that whole wearing that suit would be heavy and cumbersome and it would be really hard to move around in.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
But still, I'm curious because the new armor not only does it look cool, but I'm curious to know. I have one question about this. It's the entire Marvel movies. Why does each character get new outfits, like new costumes? Why do they need to? I don't understand.
Humans changed their clothes.
No, but like
today.
superheroes, every Marvel movie get
They
new
need upgrades.
they get new variants. Like
They're just trying to modernize the design.
Like from Age of Ultron to Civil War, Captain America went like, oh, I have these red things on my chest. I'll get rid of them for the next movie. Like literally, like it's like Age of Ultron. He had these red stripes on his chest, and then he gets rid of them for the next movie. It's like, what? Why?
I'm just picturing a dude wearing like fucking clown noses on his nipples. That's what I'm picturing.
No.
Red-
I like the costume though, because it was like a boomerang where you could like throw the shield back to himself. But like I liked about the costume was the fact that he had like these red stripes, and then the next movie they're gone. Like that wasn't much of an upgrade. That was like 2 things. That's why I'm confused why every character has to get an upgrade every movie. It doesn't make any sense to me. Do you have any opinion about that?
They're just trying to change it up a bit.
I guess so. I guess it makes sense, but like, because I guess superheroes don't need to wear the same costume every movie they're in. But like,
That would make sense, but
I guess it would make sense. But like,
check it out.
that's the thing, because I've seen videos where they're like, well, every time a Marvel movie happens, the superhero changes their clothes, or they get a version of that costume. It's like, okay, but I like the costume from the last movie. Why did he have to change it? I don't understand. It's like, what happened to it, right?
I mean, they did change them up to modernize them, or maybe
Yeah.
they don't want to.
Well, I guess with like Hawkeye,
And even, this would look better.
I guess so. Like in the Avengers, Hawkeye didn't have sleeves, and in the next one, he had sleeves. It's like, okay, like, you gotta, like, I guess show more, show less cleavage or something? I don't know, like, show more muscle in the first one and then show less muscle in the second one? Like, I don't understand why that was a big thing. Like, every character, and plus, like, Doctor Strange, she dons an American accent. Like, that's the big thing with Marvel movies now, is, like, British actors will don different accents. That was one of the things I didn't like about Doctor Strange, was the fact that the accent changed.
His accent was okay for the most part, but I don't know why Doctor Strange ended up with the American one. I mean, like, Benedict is British, okay?
Like, he pronounced it, like, in the movie, it wasn't a bad movie, but, like, I could tell that he was trying his best to pull out an American accent. Like, if you remember him saying power, instead of, like, power, he said purr. It's like, that's, what?
He's trying.
He's, like, you've seen those movies.
What weird about that movie, but
Yeah.
that I actually really liked,
Yeah?
was the ancient one.
Oh, yeah, she was a good, Tilda Swinton, yeah.
Was was a Celtic woman, and you know why they did that? They wanted to avoid all, like, because the comics, if you'll remember,
yeah,
they have literally every fucking Asian stereotype in those comics, and the movie avoided that, and that was a clever move.
yeah. I feel like a lot of movies you'll see, there'll be like actors who are from a certain place, they'll have a certain accent, and in the movies, you'll see them in a movie, and they'll like be trying to do a different accent, but they're failing miserably at it. Like in I think it was Martin Freeman in Captain America: Civil War, and also Black Panther for that matter. He's like known as a British actor, but he played his character with an American accent. It was awful. Like, not the movie itself, but the character's accent. Ugh. Like, you trying to do it, like, he was trying to do an American accent, he was failing at it. Like, that's the thing with movies now, is you'll notice a lot of times that you'll be like, for example, Superman from Man of Steel. He's a British actor. He played the character with an American accent. I didn't even know that when I saw the movie, like, huh? So, I guess that's the thing now. I don't really know. Do you guys do you ever notice that? Yeah.
Well, is it weird?
Yeah.
He has no idea. He has no idea what he's talking about.
Well, like, for example, I'll give you a good example. In Sherlock Holmes, both of the movies with Robert Downey Jr., he played the character Sherlock with a British accent, but he's American. I mean, you can tell that he does a good at British accent, but you can tell he is American. Like, he's playing Iron Man and stuff, but like, people do that all the time. For example, Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man. British actor, American accent. It's like, I mean, actually, I'm surprised that Tom Holland's American accent sounds pretty good. I mean, I'm not kidding. He does a really good job with the accent, but in other movies that I've seen, it's like, wow, you don't even know how to do an accent properly. But in the new armor, I'm really excited for it. Not only am I excited for the movie, but I'm also excited to see all these characters, because apparently, according to it's Scarlett Johansson, who plays Black Widow in the movie. Apparently, she said there was a scene that had, I think it was like 32 characters in one scene alone, which is like, how can you do that? How can you make a movie with 32 characters in the same scene? That's like, holy crap. That's insane, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of that number before? Because, like, the whole movie is supposed to have...
Oh, Steve has a thing.
What? Steve, what?
His camera froze.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I still have his picture from like, months ago. I had to bring it up. I mean, you made the face. But yeah, what was that?
I couldn't find it. I have it, but it's gonna take a bit to find.
But yeah, I was really this new movie. I'm excited because we're gonna get a lot of characters. We're supposed to get 67 characters, and from what we've seen so far from the stills, Iron Man is one of my favorite characters, and he looks awesome in the new movie. It looks so cool. I'm just so jazzed to see it. Are you guys excited about this new armor?
Yeah.
Yeah? What do you think? What do you think of it? Like, based off what you've seen?
Well, I haven't seen much, but I'm pretty down to see what it says.
Yeah. There you go.
I mean, it looks a hell of a lot better.
Oh, I compared the facial expression on his face to fucking Annabelle the doll from the movie.
Oh god, I'm not watching that movie. No, thank you. But you were saying, Steve? You were saying? Steven, you were saying something?
Anyway.
What are you talking about?
Well, you said something about the Iron Man armor?
Right, so, I mean, it looks better than, Cars 3.
Really, dude?
He just got great.
You're comparing a Marvel movie, one of the best ones coming out in 2018, to a movie about talking cars. Really?
Yeah.
Just the last movie he saw in theaters.
Really?
He got dragged to see it.
Oh my goodness. I heard it.
I went to see it because of the popcorn.
Speaking of this, I know we're getting off topic here, but
And I could take a nap in.
speaking of Cars 3, there's a theory from game theorists that the cars in Cars 3 aren't actually cars. They're actually like, they're living organisms, and they're like, it's a really, you'll have to watch it.
Really weird.
But it's a theory on Cars 3, or just the Cars franchise in general, about, Matt Pat did a theory on it where he said that what if the cars in Cars, the entire Cars franchise aren't actually cars? Like, they look like cars, they talk like cars, they drive like cars, but they're not actually cars. Like, it was a mind-blowing, like, idea. I mean, seriously, think about it. I mean, I haven't seen the new movie yet, because I just saw Transformers, and that movie was long.
Alright, well, I think that about covers it for this.
Is that all? I mean, there was one more thing that I saw besides we don't like I said before, the Iron Man armor. I'm looking forward to it. I'm questioning why. Like, my question is, why does he need to upgrade his armor every movie? Why? I mean, like, I guess that there's a good reason for it, but there must be, like, does he need to? Does he have to?
Because money, that's why.
I guess
because
so.
He can. He's Tony Stark for crying out loud.
I mean, we're gonna get a new Spider-Man suit in the next one, so I'm excited. There is one more thing that I did see. I'm not sure if you guys see it, but it's basically this new trailer that came out today. This is supposed to be a sequel to an old '90s movie. It's called Jumanji: Home of the Jungle or something like that. It's a new Jumanji movie. Basically, I think we had a podcast about it. Yeah, we had a podcast about it a while back, and this is an official trailer.
Wait. Did I hear this right? Is this a Jumanji sequel?
Yes. It's a
my God.
Okay, basically, okay, let me talk. So basically, it has characters like, it has people like Dwayne Johnson, Jack Black, Karen Gillan,
No fucking way.
and they basically, it's supposed to be a sequel to the original movie, but instead of a board game, it's actually a old arcade game. So they get sucked into this arcade game. Yeah, they get sucked into the arcade game, and they're based on their avatars changed. Like, one of the girls becomes Jack Black, basically. This girl, her avatar is Jack Black, or at least basically this girl, one of the teenagers in the movie, they get sucked into the game, and her avatar becomes Jack Black's character. No, it's basically it's just a sequel, but a very like a. It isn't based off the board game. It's based off the same game, but it's a video game, like a classic arcade game. It looks really cool. You'll have to watch it. But it has like Dwayne Johnson, Karen Gillan from Doctor Who. It has Jack Black, who does a really funny job. What? No, I didn't say that. Jumanji. It looks really awesome. I saw the trailer today, and it looks so cool. You got Karen Gillan, who is normally a Scottish actor. She was in Doctor Who as Amy Pond, and she's playing the character with an American accent, of course. But it looks awesome. I mean, seriously, if you saw the original movie Jumanji with Robin Williams, I think he might actually make a cameo appearance posthumous. I don't know.
What?
Meaning posthumous means after death, like after the actors died, they get credited. That's what happens. You never know that? There's movies where for example, Carrie Fisher, who unfortunately passed away in December, her last appearance is gonna be in Star Wars. Yeah, her last appearance is gonna be in Star Wars Episode 8, which that's what posthumous means.
But the first thing I always think is just like they're gonna dig up his corpse and like prop it up on stage.
No. It's basically actors who have unfortunately passed away, and they film their scenes before they die, which is basically what happened. Like in Rogue One, for example, which I never saw, but I just know the story of it. And that was the fact that a lot of the actors, they recreated their characters with digital effects posthumous. So their posthumous basically, yeah, like I said before, means an actor who has died in the past, and the people have the rights to use that character. Or for example, Robin Williams, before he died, he finished Night at the Museum 3, and that came out, and unfortunately he died. Also, Anthony Yelchin, he died before Star Trek and Beyond came out. So you get the idea. But I don't even know if Robin Williams is in it, but posthumous, but he might be. I'm pretty sure he's not, but it has Jack Black, it has Karen Gillan, it has Dwayne Johnson. I don't know about the other guy. But it looks awesome. I mean, seriously. I mean, it's supposed to be a Jumanji 2 thing. Like, we had a podcast about that a while ago where we talked about it. We didn't really know anything about it. We just know that we based off the stills. But now we have an official trailer. So it looks awesome. So I don't imagine you've seen it yet, but from what I've seen of it, it looks really cool. It has a lot of comedy in it. I'm surprised that it's not based off of the original, like the game, like the board game. Like one of those video, like, board game sequels that is not, they get original, like a, yeah, it's like a twist. They basically, instead of a board game, it's a arcade game, which is very different because Jumanji is supposed to be a board game, like a kind of like Zathura. So it's very different. Like I feel like they've done a different approach with this instead of making it a thing where they cover this board game that makes crazy things happen. That it's now a classic arcade game. I mean, Jack Black, he's my favorite actor in Hollywood. Like one of my many actors that I love. He's been in a lot of things. He was in Gulliver's Travels. You ever see that?
I don't think I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good movie. He was also in Kung Fu Panda. He voiced Po.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did. And I think he's done a lot of other ones. I think the one I remember most that I liked a lot was Gulliver's Travels, even though unfortunately that didn't do very well at the box office. But he's a brilliant actor. He does a good job.
Is the one with like he gets trapped in like the giant dollhouse with the giant.
Oh no, not quite. Basically, that one, Gulliver, he wants to find the Bermuda Triangle. Turns out what the Bermuda Triangle is, fictionally at least, is this giant place with little people, basically. I'm not kidding. It's basically, that's like been two versions of it. And
people like midgets, but like actual small people.
Yeah, like little tiny people. And they basically take classic Gulliver Travel where they put like little ropes on them and they like tie them up, and it's crazy. It has like I think it has Catherine Tate. It has the guy from Muppets, the first Muppets movie from 2011. But yeah, Jack Black is a great guy. He's just awesome. He's a great guy. One of my favorite actors. Of many, I have a lot of favorite actors, but he's awesome, and he was actually surprised to see him in this movie because the last movie I saw him on was Kung Fu Panda 3. But by the way, that was a good movie. But this movie looks awesome. I mean, seriously, it looks so cool. I mean, you'll have to watch the trailer for it, but it looks like a new adventure movie coming out. I think it's like November, I think, maybe? No, crap. Let me look that up. I completely forgot when it was taking place. I get the movies it's all mixed up. It's called Welcome to the Jungle, but when does it come out? I'm curious. I know it's coming out in 2017. December. It's coming out in December.
What?
December. It's coming out in December.
What's coming out of this?
This new movie. Yeah, there's only actors that I recognize are Karen Gillan, Dwayne Johnson, Jack Black, and that's pretty much it. No one else I can really. I'm looking at the cast on IMDb right now, and there's not really any of them unfamiliar that I recognize a lot. Yeah, not really a lot. None of these are pretty much unknown actors, but it looks awesome. I will tell you that it looks awesome. So that's all I can say about that. What do you guys think? I mean, obviously you haven't seen the trailer, but what do you guys think of this movie, based off what I've said?
I don't really have an opinion either way.
Okay, that's fair. I won't try to like push you if you haven't seen it yet, because I imagine that would be awkward. Like I can't wait. We got to talk about this. I haven't seen the trailer. Well, this is the trailer. What sounds like cool. it's like I don't know what to expect. I haven't seen the trailer. Like, yeah, I get it. What are you doing, Steve? What the hell? What the fuck, dude? Oh, before I wrap up, so, like you probably already heard, I was in Transformers today, and my goodness, there was this one movie that they kept showing in the theater like 4 times. Like, I'm not kidding. It was like 4 times. So it's a movie called Dunkirk, which is basically a war movie. I'm not gonna say it. It looks kind of. I'm not looking forward to it at all. It looks kind of my kind of movie, but basically it's a war movie. Yeah. And I'm not kidding. I don't know what happened in the theater, but basically they played the same trailer 4 times in a row. I think it was like over the course of different trailers, but like 4 times in a row.
Different trailers for it. I think it's really good.
I'm not. I'm not really into war movies.
I mean, World War II, Nazis.
The only war movie that I've seen recently is Wonder Woman.
Hey, for real, half of the reason I would even watch a movie like that.
Yeah.
Half of the reason is just to ogle the Nazis.
I don't really know. Dunkirk.
Germans, man.
What movie are you talking about?
Dunkirk.
What?
Dunkirk.
Dunkirk?
Yeah.
Dunkirk.
Oh yeah, that movie.
It's coming out in July. I'm gonna pass on it. The problem with the movie theater, it wasn't the movie itself. It was the fact that, like, quite literally, the second trailer that played after Dunkirk was the same trailer. It's like they played it 4 times in a row in the same theater. Like, come on, really? I haven't had that kind of movie experience in a long time, and I haven't had the weirdest thing because like the last time I had a weird experience was when they had Goonies playing and it didn't actually work out because the projector broke. That was how it happened. I don't think I've shared that with you, but that was I was with Pop Target's Games' family, and we were trying to see Goonies before we moved, and like about, I don't know, like 20 minutes into the movie, the projector stopped working. So I got our money back, and yeah, I'm not kidding. The projector broke, and we didn't get to see the movie at all. We got to see we got to finish the movie at home, but it was like the projector broke. Like we didn't even get to the action, and the projector broke. It's like, wow, that's the most disappointing movie theater experience you could ever have. So that's really all I can say. Anyway, I think that's all I really can say about those topics. There was an Inhumans trailer, but not that exciting to tell you people who aren't Marvel fans. I'm not going to talk about it. It isn't that exciting. But that's all I can say about the new movie, and a lot of things I've seen, I saw there. There's a lot of movies that I'm looking forward to, like obviously Spider-Man, but also War from the Planet of the Apes. I think that looks really good. It looks very decent. I will say Transformers, I'm not going to spoil it, but I will say it is long. It's a very interesting story. It takes some of the action takes it takes a while to actually get to anything. It's freaking long. It's 2 hours and 28 minutes. So it's a long movie. 28 minutes, yeah.
It's all that long. I've been to 2.5-hour long movies before, and
well,
I've even watched 12 Years a Slave, which is like 3 hours.
Well, think about Lord of the Rings. The third movie, extended edition, was 4 hours and 21 minutes long, extended.
Jesus.
Well, with like cutting in half with discs. Like you give 2 discs, but it's like 2 hours and 2-hour movie on both discs or something. It's ridiculous. But I mean,
I sat through fucking the entirety of Avatar, which is like a 3-hour movie, when I was like 10.
That's like 2 hours and 45 minutes. But yeah,
Not really.
yeah, it's.
Or Avatar.
No, fuck that movie.
Fuck it, yeah.
You guys.
Yeah, that's what I think. Okay, this is what I think of Last Airbender. 0 out of 5 approval. I gotta say it.
0 out of 5?
Yeah, for me, I rate. If I was to do a review of it, I would say 0. It's god awful.
Please, which movie?
Well, the one we can't stop talking about because it's so bad.
What?
What are you talking about? Are you guys talking about Avatar with the blue guys?
No, the
The other one. Okay,
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
yeah, it. Ugh.
I mean, I saw that movie. It wasn't bad.
Yes, it was.
It was terrible. They insulted the cartoon. One of the best Nickelodeon cartoons on the air at the time was Lost Airbender, or Avatar: Lost Airbender. It was such a good show. They did a good job, and they even added on with Korra. But it was such a good show, and they ruined it. Like they pronounced everyone's name wrong. They got the worst special effects you could think of.
Pronunciations of the same.
Yeah, like you get. Oh, wait, we should talk about this on the show. So probably we shouldn't talk about it for very long. But they got like Aang is Ong, Sokka is Sokka is Sokka, or Iroh is Iro. Like, oh my god. But yeah, I mean, that's all I can say about the Transformers. It was good. It had some pretty good casting, but I will say it was long. It was they had a hard time getting to the point. But yeah, there's some good movies coming out, like Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets. That looks good. I will definitely be seeing that movie. You don't know one?
I've heard of Valerian.
Yeah, it's basically this really gorgeous-looking movie. I don't know much about it, but it's like a Thousand Planet thingy. It's a gorgeous-looking movie. Very well, looks very good. Has Cara Delevingne and Dane DeHaan or whatever his name is. It looks amazing. I mean, if you like beautiful movies, if you like pretty movies, go see it because it looks gorgeous. I mean, they get think of Lord of the Rings. Think of that beauty right there. You get beautiful movies. It gets good. It looks really good. So anyway, I think that's all I can say about that, and I guess that's all I can say in general for the Madhouse. Is that anything else you want to talk about, or are we done?
No, I think that about
Yes, I will talk about why the fuck I have a picture of Italy, Germany, and Japan from Hitalia in wedding dresses.
What is Italia?
Okay then.
What?
What are you talking about?
What the fuck do I have
What
this image?
Italian is?
I think I've heard of it as an anime.
Kill yourself.
Oh boy.
Okay.
The only thing I like about Natalia is the German porn, the Nazi porn.
But what is this? Is this a movie? Is this a show or what? Oh, okay. I haven't seen it before.
It's a weeby anime too.
I see.
It's got a real pretty fandom.
Cool. Okay, is that all we have for the show, or are we good?
I
Is
think
there
that about covers it.
I guess anything else? Is Steve, Chakky, I guess? You got anything else?
No.
Okay. All right.
I'll expect you with
I think we've
today.
covered everything we need to cover that I've found. I'm sure there'll be more over this weekend, but
Like 5 minutes.
that's all I can say. Anyway, thank you so much for listening to this episode of Madhouse. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button. It really is appreciated, and also subscribe for more. And also don't forget to subscribe to Ultimate Gaming. I have gameplay videos there. And by the way, don't forget to subscribe to Steve Kovac and Chakky. She does Vocaloid stuff, and Steve does.
Notification buttons too.
He does what was that?
And hit the notification buttons too for
So
fuck's sake.
also don't forget to hit the notification button to your right on the thing to get.
Hashtag
You'll be able to
squad.
get notified about the new videos. You can click to your left. You can click to your left to go to last week's episode, which is episode 63, and you can go above that to go to episode 62. So yeah, thank you so much for listening, and we'll be back next time for the next episode. All right, bye.
See ya. Bye, bitch.
I love you.